Oh my goodness. Right. So
We're back.
yes, we are, and we are going to give you tip videos
For
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Specifically Honolulu.
Honolulu.
Because we didn't visit any other islands.
No, we didn't.
Just because it didn't come into our budget frame.
No.
But that's okay, because Honolulu was amazing and we spent just over a week there.
It was just over a week.
Yeah, so that was great.
Lovely week.
So first off, talking about expensive. Yes, it's a 50th state of the USA, but it's more expensive than the USA. So expensive.
So expensive.
Everything's expensive. I think the only cheapest thing that we bought was the bus ride from the airport.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying things out on land and from little stalls, it's fine. But if you're getting from the shops, it's more expensive because, of course, they're porting from America to there.
Shops,
so you've got to pay for that.
supermarkets, restaurants, ice cream, that was expensive.
It was so expensive.
Anything like that is really expensive.
But if you see a guy chopping up pineapples, cheap and very well priced and amazing.
Yeah, they're very nice. Very, very nice. So you always get fruit and that from stalls from the locals because they are a lot cheaper and they probably 9 times out of 10 grow them themselves.
And it's better to get it from the locals.
Yes, and talking about fruit from locals, obviously like loads of trees grow everywhere, so mango trees and everything. We found out from a lovely lady that we met. She has mango trees, and she told us a story about how many mangoes that she gets on this tree a year, and they end up never ever really eating them. So she ends up putting them in a tub and putting them on our front porch for people to just take. So, and she's always said, if you ask her nicely, she'll gladly let you go pick her mangoes, which sounds really weird.
And she's not selling melons, so. But it's not just her. Like
It's
if you've got a
everyone.
mango tree in there, they are very humble, and you can ask, "Can I have some of your mangoes?" And I don't want to say everyone, but I'd happily say 90% of the people there will happily let you go across and have. Don't take all the mangoes. Just take enough for yourself.
Yeah, we thought that was amazing.
It was
like,
really lovely.
that was so cute.
Because that's not something we're used to.
Yeah.
Mainly because we don't grow
exactly.
mangoes in our garden, but it's the connection with people.
Yeah, and the people there, the Hawaiians original who are there, are so wonderful. They're so chilled, they're so laid back, and they're so lovely. They love a good chat as well. They'll talk to you about anything and anything, and their families especially. They're very proud of their families.
Very proud of their family and their heritage.
Huge families.
Yeah, I think she was like
Massive
one of
families.
11 children. Or
Yeah,
something.
and she had like something like 28 grandkids, and she goes, "Oh, that's my nephew on the stall over there."
Yeah, and this
crazy.
guy was a tank, and I mean he was huge. And then she went, "He's the small author brother."
And we were like, "What?"
How was he small?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was so lovely just chatting to her, to be quite honest. It really is like the whole mindfulness of Hawaii is just so wonderful, and
It's exactly as you portray it in your head.
definitely everything that you've seen about Hawaii, every movie you've seen about Hawaii, how chill and sort of the vibe it is, and how wonderful. You just lay on the beach with a coconut or something like that. It is exactly like that.
It's not Hollywoodized, it's not
No.
fake, it is
It's
exactly
100% like that. Of course, there is touristy parts, like Honolulu Beach was, Waikiki Beach, most touristy part in Honolulu. There is a lot of people there, but it's still really blissful if you find a nice little spot. It really is nice. And yeah, we loved it. We absolutely thought it was wonderful. It really is like chill, man. So it is. It's so good. Anyway, ignore him. And the people there as well, they're so into their culture and their heritage. All they want to do is introduce that to you. So everywhere you walk and go, there's always some kind of free class somewhere. So we learn how to hula.
We learn how to hula.
We learn some traditional songs and some traditional hula dances.
How to speak.
And how to speak. They did basic phrases of how to speak as well. And it was just wicked. It was so cool.
And it's everywhere. And they just
do
want
it.
to make it part of their culture of their life. And
They just
it's
pop
nice.
up somewhere and then you just go sit around and they're just like there with like a little ukulele, and they've got the dancers that come out and then they tell you a little bit about the stories.
What
And
the song's about. It was
each song
beautiful.
has a story. It was fantastic. We loved it, and it was just like sitting there like, oh at peace.
Yeah.
It was nice.
And it felt authentic.
It did. It felt real, and it
Whereas
felt like how life should be lived.
Yeah. Whereas you feel like it's been like washed over your eyes or put on, but it just felt. It felt perfect.
It's fantastic. The first 2 days that we were there, we did notice something very quirky about Hawaii. There was chickens everywhere.
Oh, chickens are everywhere.
Like, they're just roaming around up roads, in streets, around people's houses, and we were like, do people not own chickens
Like,
here?
imagine all the stray dogs and cats that you see around the world, turn them into chickens, that's what you
Hawaii.
see. That's Hawaii. They are everywhere.
But there's a reason for this.
And it's a great reason.
So they had a really, really bad storm back in like 2007 or something.
Oh no, I cannot remember when it was.
So around about that time.
But every family
2007,
had like
2010.
their own chickens and chicken coops.
Yeah, so they all had chicken coops. Farmers had a lot of chickens. Unfortunately, this storm destroyed pretty much every single coop there was on the island and dotted all these chickens around.
Chickens ran wild.
So the chickens are now free to roam as they are and wild, because how are you supposed to tell whose chicken's whose?
Yeah, no one can say that I had this many chickens because that's their home chicken. They can't say this is my chicken. So chickens literally just roam everywhere.
They just wander about. You might just go down a street or in like a road or somewhere, and there'll be a whole group of chickens.
Yeah.
It's
And
great.
there are some places where the chickens are laying eggs, and if they get all the eggs, there are families that collect the eggs and then give them back to the retirement home and the elderly. So like it's being used, but no one owns the chicken, so they can't make money on the eggs.
Yeah,
so they
pretty
just
much.
give it back to.
Which is amazing. Way to give back to the community.
Beautiful.
And its usefulness.
Yeah.
So it's just eco, really.
It just makes
It's
sense.
great. We will say though, big tip for Hawaii is be mindful where you stay. Like, this is a very up and modern kind of place to go, and it also has its really rural areas which doesn't have many people and still live like how they used to live. But I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat this. Hostels are crap.
They are
Like,
awful.
we stayed in one of the best hostels there that had the highest reviews of what they had, and we thought it was crap. It smelled, it was barely cleaned, it just wasn't good. Like, it was so expensive as well for us to stay there every night, considering there's two of us and you have to pay per bed. We could have probably gone on Airbnb and got like a room for ourselves somewhere, because that would have been cheaper.
Yeah, if you're
And
staying
nicer.
there sometime, just break the bank account a little bit more. Just go
Yes.
somewhere nice, because you will get your money's worth.
You will. Just spend a little bit more.
Just
not like
to
what
get
we
your money's
did.
worth.
We were just backpacking, so it was just a bed. But yeah, just spend a little bit more. You don't have to go full on luxury and spend absolute crap
No.
loads. Just a little bit more than like a normal hotel room.
Just get your money's worth.
And just enjoy it pretty much. And you probably get more benefits as well. We didn't have a pool or anything, and we really could have done with one.
No breakfast, no pool,
Yeah. So
no cleaning.
Just search about. There's loads of sites on there. Just have a little flick through about all the sites. You don't have to go straight into the holiday package. Unless you want to. Go for it. Why not? Treat yourself. So yeah, that was pretty much Hawaii for us.
That was
We had
another
The best time ever.
getting around Hawaii or Honolulu, buses.
Oh, easy.
Easy buses.
easy.
So
And cheap.
when we got off the plane, we literally walked out, jumped onto a bus, and we went. Now make sure you have, like normal bus, make sure you have exact change. They don't give change and they don't accept card.
Yeah.
So make sure you've got the correct money for the bus. It's not that expensive and so easy to get about.
Other than that, transport's really easy.
Yeah.
And we just loved Hawaii.
Loved Hawaii.
We already want to go back and explore the other islands.
Definitely want to
because
go back and do Maui and do everything
it's
else.
just beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was just too expensive for our backpacking trip.
For within our budget.
Yeah.
Just because of our budget.
But that's okay. We still loved every single second of it. And we could honestly say we could retire there.
Oh yeah, I could happily
100%.
retire there.
I would gladly up and retire to Hawaii and be happy as pie.
Happy as a chicken.
Happy as a chicken on a chicken. Yeah. Honolulu.
That's Honolulu, guys.